Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hi. Okay, so obviously this is an outfit change, but I forgot to mention there is a bruise on my face. I know people will ask me questions about it. Basically, while I was sleeping, Leo turned around and got hungry and thought my face was the way to get milk instead of, you know, breastfeeding. So now I have a hickey on my face, if you were wondering. Anyways, continue. So today's video is going to be a video with Drake and I. Drake is my husband. He is not normally in my YouTube videos because that's just not his personality. He's super shy. Every once in a while, he'll want to do a video for me, but even then, he's kind of, you know, more to himself, and that's just who he is. Well, when I was in the hospital giving birth, Drake and I sat on the bed and we filmed like a very raw video talking about the whole labor and delivery experience from beginning to end. Drake actually, I think, talks the most in this video. And so I felt like this video was a good way to show you guys a little bit of his personality. We were gonna put this video out a long time ago, but we were watching it, and as much as we loved it, we just looked terrible. Like, I was bloated, I was swollen, we had the camera angle down here, I had a double chin, I had like mascara running over my eyes. You know, we just had a kid, and so we were watching it, and as much as we loved it, we were pretty self-conscious about it. The other day, we were kind of like, you know what? We just had a baby. We just went through a natural labor. And like, of course I'm going to look bad. Of course we're gonna look terrible. You know, we just had a kid. And so we're like, you know what? People know we don't look like this all the time. Why do we feel the need to be self-conscious? Even if we did look like that all the time, why does it matter? Yeah, you're just gonna see a video kind of us talking about stuff. It's a little bit silly. It's a little bit awkward. It's a little bit fun. I don't know. It's different than what I normally post, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, I will see you guys at the end of this video. Bye!
So this is the vlog update.
It's been a day and a half since we've really said anything or talked to you guys. Yeah. It's been kind of crazy.
Yeah, we've been in the hospital since Thursday night, and now it's Saturday night, and we leave tomorrow morning. Hopefully. And then
tomorrow's Easter.
Yeah, tomorrow's Easter. Hopefully we get to take Leo home, and they're checking him out right now.
We got cabin fever pretty bad.
Yeah, we're getting crazy of being in here. But
you want to start from the beginning?
Well, did we ever even go over him being born?
Guess we should do that, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so we came in Thursday night and Sierra's water broke. We came in around 11 or midnight. We called Sierra's mom and she started to head up here because it's a 3-hour drive. Sierra's water was confirmed, was tested to be, you know, was it legitimate or not? It turned out yes, so we got excited. She didn't start having contractions, so they let her walk around and take a break for about 2 hours to see if it would start, and then they induced that and gave her low doses of some medicine that would push her into having contractions. Then she started to have them pretty frequently, about every 5 minutes, and then the next thing we know, she gets examined and she's at like a 7, and this turns out to be like 5 in the morning or so, about 5:30, and after that it got really hard for Sierra because, you know, she had the intention of doing it all natural without medicine, but we got to the point where she was dilated around a 7 and she was having the regular contractions, and then they turned into really bad. She lost control of her body, and the ability to breathe through them was really challenged by how overbearing the pain was, and her mom and I were playing the support role and trying not to let her have the medicine because she wanted us to, you know, and keep encouraging her and not let her do that no matter what she said. And that was hard, but we kept, you know, supporting her and telling her she was doing a good job.
Like really bad. I'm losing my mind. I'm screaming. From there, in that 5 to 10 minute time frame, I went from 7 to a 10. The pain is so bad, and my body was like, my body couldn't handle it anymore, and it was basically like lighting up my body. There was nothing to keep me up. Plus, Leo ended up being 8 pounds, and they told me I was only able to handle a 7.5 pound baby. So that was also like, he was too big for me really, but they didn't know that he was gonna be that big. I'm sitting there and I go, I think I need to poop. I'm clearly not gonna be able to go to the bathroom, so my mom's like, okay, we'll take care of it and stuff, and they go to lay me down, and I feel like, I'm like, no, he's coming. And at the ceiling of the hospital, there's this giant mirror, which I loved because I could see everything, and I sit back and his head's out. Well, his head's not out, but it's
well, all you could see is the start of his head, and there's his full head of hair with like some blood and all that fun stuff that goes on down there. And you could tell that he was about to start crowning. And I go and tell the nurses, hey, she's about to have this baby. And the next thing we know, there's a room full of nurses and everyone's
they jumped up and like
everyone was on their feet and ready to go, and they did an amazing job. So Sierra was, you know, in the mindset of having to do it for 3 hours. She was so overwhelmed by that.
That last 10 is where I was screaming, I need something now. But they didn't know I was out of 10 because they didn't think I progressed that fast.
It was probably the most pain I've ever seen her in because she was yelling on the top of her lungs. So it was really a big challenge for her. But by the time that she was able to realize what was going on, Leo's head was starting to crown. And the next thing you know, we're surrounded in this room by all these, you know, professionals that do this every day. They make it look easy, and they're just coaching her on what to do. They're telling her she just has to keep pushing and, you know, keep breathing. And the next thing you know, Leo's head is outside, and then she takes a break for a minute, and then she pushes Leo's shoulders out, and he continues and comes the rest of the way out.
About the push?
Yeah. So whenever Leo started to crown and they all swarmed in there and they realized what was going on, they forewarned Sierra that she was gonna have to push through this ring of fire, and that would have been the part where it would have hurt the most.
I didn't think that hurt the most though. I think that 10 contraction is what got me.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't have said prepare me for the ring of fire, because I already knew that was gonna happen, because it freaked me out, because I'm like, is my body gonna give up on me kind of thing. So I kind of gather myself, and then I look at my nurse and she's like, okay, I'm gonna need you to push. And I push and I get scared and I kind of stop, and then I go, and then his head's all the way out, right?
Yeah, so his head's exposed, and
I feel relief.
You know,
like,
yeah, he's exposed, so Sierra's like, okay, that's it. And then they're like, nurse is like, no, you still have to push his shoulders out.
I was scared to push
so
out the shoulders.
She took like a
for
10-second break and took a really deep breath and just fought through it, and that was probably the loudest she's ever yelled that I've ever heard. And Leo came out, and they clamped the tubes, and I cut it, and they took him off to be examined and took care of Sierra's mess, and then tried to clean her up, clean Leo up, and then the next thing you know, Sierra's holding her baby and crying, and everyone's happy and proud of her. And the next thing you know, it's just Sierra trying to figure out how she can get over this immense amount of pain she has.
I was in so much pain. I really wanted to I couldn't focus on Leo because the pain and like the trauma of the pain before was freaking me out, and I wasn't all there. And so like it was like,
and about he came out at like 6:26 in the morning on 4/19. So by that time we were pretty sleep deprived, but we had so much adrenaline going that we couldn't even tell. It was pretty rough making it through the rest of that day, going on such a little amount of sleep and wearing off from all the adrenaline. But it was quite a rush, and it was it was the most exhilarating experience you could probably have at 6:26 in the morning
with no sleep.
And you know, it all turned out well, and Leo was very healthy and nothing was wrong with him, no red flags. His blood sugar was a little low, but that was easily fixed, and now it's just the healing process has begun, and we just have to start, you know, teaching Leo how to, you know, breastfeed and have fun and be an infant.
And he takes pain like I feel like this baby's he's too chill.
Yeah, he has. Whenever you think about, you know, a newborn baby, you think of one that would like cry and kick and scream. And when you look at Leo, he has this really calm temperament, and
which is a lot like
it stands
Drake.
out. Yeah.
Okay, so the video cuts off right there. A nurse ends up walking in, and yeah, we just end the video. I hope you guys liked watching all this footage that you have never seen before. And if you did, let me know, because I have a lot of footage that I never put online because maybe I was self-conscious about it, or I didn't like act the way I wanted to. Not that I act different in my videos, but let's be real, we all like to present ourselves online in the best way we can. But at the same time, I do like you guys being able to see myself in a different way than usual. It would mean a lot if you guys could click the bell and turn on my post notifications and make sure you get the notifications for them, because it helps me out a lot and helps me know who really wants to watch these videos. And I will be posting this Wednesday and this Friday as well. I think I'm going to do a night routine with Leo, and I think I'm going to upload a video with one of my friends, Jessica, talking about what I was like in high school, so you guys can stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's basically all, and I will see you guys Wednesday. Bye.